President Biden is hoping to make a difference in a tight race in the 49th congressional district. Democrat Mike Levin is facing a stiff challenge from Republican Brian Marriott.
Republicans and Democrats have just days to get their messages out before the midterm election. KTLA's Chip Yost live from Oceanside, where President Biden is set to speak tonight. Chip.
Yeah, hey there, Mike and Cher. We're outside Mira Costa College here in Oceanside, where, as you said, President Biden is scheduled to be here. We don't believe he's landed yet, should be here very soon. He was originally scheduled to speak around 6:30 at a rally for Congressman Mike Levin, a Democrat who is now in a very tight race with Republican challenger Brian Marriott. As a result, the airwaves here are getting flooded. Take a look.
Mike Levin rubber-stamped every tax hike, voting with Nancy Pelosi 100%, delivering inflation and pain to working families.
Republicans are talking a lot about inflation, and yes, it is a big problem that I have been working hard to address. But what are the Republican plans? A bunch of bull.
Both the Cook Political Report and Politico now calling this race a toss-up. It's one of the most closely watched races in the country as the power of Congress is in the balance. Republicans obviously want to take it over, and they've got a little boost in this district with redistricting. Democrats still have an edge in registered voters, but not as big of an edge as they did last time around when Levin and Marriott went head-to-head. The last time around, Democrats had about a 6-point edge in registered voters. Now they only have about a 3-point edge, and Marriott is hammering away at inflation, hoping to win more voters over. Do you think he will get a boost from President Biden's visit?
I don't know. I don't expect so, because I can't think of anything that Joe Biden could say that would be helpful except a sincere apology to the people of the 49th Congressional District. They'd have to apologize together because they're in it together along with Nancy Pelosi 100% down the line. I don't see that coming.
We've been through some hard times these last 3 years. Because of the pandemic, 400,000 small businesses across the United States had to shut their doors. Millions more almost had to shut their doors. But I'm very proud of what we've been able to do. We've been able to put every single person back to work. With the 22 million jobs lost during the pandemic, all are back to work with another 500,000 on top of that.
Now, we did ask Mike Levin's campaign for an interview today, too. He was not available, but we expect he's going to be meeting the president when he gets off of Air Force One. This district we're talking about encompasses parts of northern San Diego County and southern Orange County, so a lot of interest in this area over this visit and over this congressional race that is getting very, very close. For now, reporting live here in Oceanside, I'm Chip Yost, KTLA 5 News.
Chip, thank you. And as Chip just mentioned, the president close to arrival here in Southern California, this approaching Marine Corps Air Station Miramar, the proximity that Secret Service thought would be best for the president, as he again is set to speak tonight at Mira Costa College.
Yeah, Mira Costa College in Oceanside. He is here to speak at a rally for, as you just heard, Chip Yost's report, to join Representative Mike Levin. It is a tight race there in the District 49 and Congressional District 49, California's 49th district, and he's got the Republican challenger Brian Marriott, and this is the second trip for President Biden in less than 3 weeks to California. As we know, 5 days until Election Day, so his presence, Mike Levin is counting on.
And the president, of course, barnstorming the country, picking hot spots that are close. Obviously, as we've been watching the races unfold here across the country, the House of Representatives is going to be a pitched battle for Democrats to remain control in the House. Things are looking much closer in the Senate, but it is the House of Representatives that has Democrats worried here as we're closing in on Election Day. Hence the presence of the President of the United States tonight. And again, the 49th District, this race, one of the most closely watched in the country and critical for Democrats to hold on to. So the president here doing his part to campaign for Representative Mike Levin tonight. We will continue to follow the president's movements and bring you more as things unfold across Southern California tonight.